Yo, yo, yo. This is the first installment of Bring It to the Table. What goes on at the table stays at the table.
All right, all right.
All right. So what are we talking about today, wife?
Well, first, we need to be talking about what is this about? Like, what's
Okay.
going on? Like,
Good idea.
Okay, you came to me, you had this idea, and I'm looking like, say what?
Yes.
So talk
yes.
about that.
Okay, so the ideal of Bring It to the Table is that so let me back up. So
Okay.
in the house we have something where we say, hey, bring it to the table. So that means it could be anything, and what goes on at the table stay at the table. That means the kids can say anything and you can't get mad. You can't react to it. They could talk about you. Say something that they didn't like and it stays at the table. When that goes for the marriage, everything.
Right.
So
Well, first of all, how about this? Before we get into it, let's say what's up and let's
Right.
introduce who we are, because
Okay.
it's not like everybody gonna know who we are. As you can see,
Yeah.
work in progress.
Okay, I'm Alonzo Ruffin, Senior,
And I am Tiffany Ruffin,
aka formerly known as
formerly known as what? Tiffany Addison.
Tiffany L. Addison. Right. So what we want to bring to the table, there's thousands of podcasts, millions probably.
Yeah.
So we want to bring a introspective point of view from early married people,
Right.
the tiffs, the ins and outs, the peaks, the valleys, and just be raw.
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna say that it sounds like you want to be raw and
Tell
real.
the
You
truth.
ready for that?
You ready,
You ready
for
for that, sir? The raw and the real.
Just
the
being,
R&R.
Look, just being honest with you. That's what's going to help people is when you being honest.
Right.
If you just had an argument before you get on air, talk about it.
Child, listen.
Hey, some people
Okay.
argue on the way to church, and yeah. So we wanna give that piece to people. I ain't saying being like arguing on air and all that stuff to get to the real, but I'm saying like let's show them like love is cool, marriage is cool. It's what you make of it.
Yeah, and it's a journey to get there.
Yeah.
You just don't come packaged that way. You know what I'm saying? You know?
But there are changes though. Like when you're dating, let's say she never boo-boo with the door open, but then when you get married, now this is boo-boo with the door open all the time. What happens once now is like all the
He's
time.
just saying this. Don't be acting as if he put
Hey,
my
we said-
business out in the street, I
we saying
promise
we
you
saying
it's-
being raw and real.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wait.
let's be dog. We starting off with the raw and the real.
Okay.
Let's say that
Yeah.
smell like death,
And
the
raw, how
dead
you be
people.
smelling in the middle of the night.
Guess
when
what?
these sounds be coming out of nowhere.
It's actually
Like,
it's
what's
cute.
going on
It's
with
cute
his
for a
body?
man to do it. It ain't no big deal for a man. But when a woman,
Listen,
I'm telling you.
all I gotta say is don't get me too comfortable. Don't have me taking my guards down with you. Okay.
look. That's what.
I ain't got time for all that cutesy stuff. Okay?
That's what marriage is. So bring it to the table. We're going to have like great interviews.
Yeah.
We're gonna have characters. We're gonna do it all. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot. I'll put it this way: it's gonna be a lot of people coming to the table
With something to say.
with something to say.
Okay.
So
and we're not necessarily sure if all that, knowledge and information is as accurate
Yeah.
as they appear to try to make you think it is.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Their own perspective.
Definitely. But what we want to do for this season is just have some fun, have some
fun.
laughs,
Yeah.
have some real conversation with some interesting people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just want to do something different than what we see, the normal podcast that we see.
Yeah. Yeah.
You agree, wife?
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like, to me, this was one of the things that our family started to implement, with the children. And, to me, I feel like if you say, hey, there's this issue that's going on in the household, let's take it to the table. Let's bring it to the table.
Yeah.
What that means is everybody have a voice. Everybody have their opinion. Everybody, we have an ear for us to hear what you have to say, what's on your heart. Just let it all out, And I feel like, especially from a dynamic with a family with children, I personally feel like they feel like this is my moment. Like, okay,
right.
so I ain't gonna get in trouble.
Some of them go too far.
I can let it out. I can say what I gotta say. And to me, that's what I feel it is. It's like you have the ability to bring it to the table, but you have to have respect on the table, because things can get a little too far when you bring it to the table. You can say your view, I can say my view, and sometimes you have to be real. You just not always on the same page.
That's true. Agree to
disagree.
disagree.
You may not have matured to a certain level, and you do have to agree to disagree, and you can't judge people for where they are.
And you can't fight your kids because they say something that you would
right. Because
they be saying some
to get yourself together.
Yeah, they be saying some stuff. They be saying some stuff that you be like, oh, that's what you've been holding. Oh,
that's been in the chamber.
Yeah. I done heard some stuff where you be like, you had that face like you done heard some stuff. Like,
right, but you gotta make sure that you ain't holding no grudges. So next time
I ain't gonna lie, I have.
Daddy,
I'm like, I ain't got it, and I had it. I ain't gonna lie. We did bring it to the table.
See, that's what we don't want, though. You gotta grow up.
She said something that I did not agree with, and so when she asked me for school pictures, something I said I ain't have it.
That's wrong.
Yeah,
but you gonna make people not want to come to the table.
Be selective.
You ain't gonna mature yourself.
Nah, skip that. Be selective. I ain't say everything I wanted to say to them. The kids, but this is the thing. Kids think they good. Like, sometimes parents don't have problems with them. I have problems with my kids all the time. There's some things I be wanting to tell them, but I don't, because I love them. And I feel the same way. It should be things that they hold. Don't tell me the truth.
Yeah.
All the time.
And that's true too, because even for me, marrying into this situation,
the blend,
it's a blended family. I want to get into the nitty gritty of that, because like even when we first got together,
nitty gritty of that.
No, listen, because I'm saying,
it sound like you're not happy here.
No, when we first got into the relationship, it's like a single woman going from being a single woman and going into getting to know like all these different personalities, and y'all only got to get to know one, but I got a lot on my plate.
It was four that you had to learn. Don't say all these,
because that includes you too. Okay,
true.
I had a whole team.
True, and we had to learn you.
That's what
and
I'm
all
saying.
5 of the people that you bring. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all them.
Look.
All of them. So, but you know what? I do understand that, and the biggest thing is that even when you in a blended situation, men, look, you cannot just overwhelm somebody with all your children. You have to be wise. Do it in increments. Do 2 kids in one sitting. Don't do all 5 or 6 or 7. You might scare her away.
Give some time in between the 2 kids.
I say do the cutest to the different ones.
Child, I got some stories for you, because he sure sent me a cute one. The little one.
That's right.
Baby.
That's how you do it.
The first encounter we had.
Oh, what she do? She was like, was she 2, 3?
She
2
was
or 3?
And she was so little. It was just like,
she greeted her the roughing way.
The roughing way.
She greeted her the
roughing way. You can only
way.
Imagine what that it was.
She ran up to her and she pooed it and said, "Hey," and
left.
That's how we say hello.
What was that?
She was saying, "I accept you. Welcome to the family."
That was crazy to me. She like just left. It wasn't even a poo. It was a fart.
It was a fart, full-fledged.
A full-fledged situation.
The roughing way.
Smelled like okay. Okay.
Let's say her fart was beyond her years. I groom them.
Right.
That's how they learn. But yeah, you know what?
So that's a lot to get used to, especially when you like, okay.
So what was your first impression?
I'm talking about the first with you. My first impression was.
Wait, can I ask you? Did you have to coach yourself up the stairs when I first told you?
Oh my God! So you already know the answer to that. That's the reason why you asking that question.
I'm asking.
Okay, so I came over to just see him. I came over to just be like, okay, we kicking and we hanging out, and this is like fresh. You understand? And so when I get there, I'm sitting in the car and he calls and he tells me that his youngest is upstairs. And I was like, what? What? And I literally almost had a asthma attack, and I ain't even got asthma.
No, I said Papa and the little ones here.
Well, Papa, I met Papa originally. So
yeah.
Papa was
And I said
already,
little
and
one
Papa
here,
was
right.
easy because Papa was like a senior in high school. You know, kids that are older, it's kind of just like, you know, hey, what's going on? You show your personality. So I was more comfortable.
Yeah.
But when it was the little one, I was just like, oh my God, a little kid. That's a little one, like a little. And she was so little to be two. It was just like a baby doll running around.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was, yeah, that was something.
So how did you feel? Like
I felt nervous. I felt like I wanted to make a good impression. I wanted her to like me. So I was like really, really nervous. I was more nervous than auditioning nervous. I was like, oh my God, what is this? I feel like my heart beating so fast, and I did not want to come upstairs. I think you had to literally talk me into coming up the stairs.
No, I think you were more nervous to make that impression, but I think it was out of your element, your comfort zone.
Yeah, it was definitely out of my comfort zone because, you know, you have little ones that, like your nephews, your nieces and stuff like that, you know, you could deal with them and you could just send them on about their way.
Yeah.
But it's like this was a different dynamic. This was like, okay, you're taking in a whole family. You got to literally make room in your life for a whole family, you know?
Yeah, coming off
and
that single
like,
woman train.
That's what I'm saying. So
Choo-choo!
it was definitely a transition.
Yeah.
Definitely well worth it. But you know, yeah, in my first reaction, I was just like super nervous out of my mind. So.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I was nervous to a certain extent where I wanted them to get along because for a man, they always say a way to a man's heart is his stomach, and I beg to differ. I say it's his kids.
Yeah.
If you are a real father that really invests in his kids, so you know there was nobody in the picture for a long time, so it was like, you know, man, you know, I got. You know, I want her to meet him, but, you know, is the time right? Do she really want to meet him?
Yeah.
You know, so it was, you know, it was kind of nerve wracking, but at the same token, I was kind of ready. You know, for most men, you know, when you meet somebody, if she could be a potential or possibly the one, you know, so it don't take, I'm just saying, it don't take 2 and 3 years to find out if that person's the one.
It doesn't. How long does it
So,
take,
so
sir?
to be honest with you, you know the first maybe month that you date.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So when a man is dating you for years, that's because he don't want you like that.
You all in a whole nother episode.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. So if you out there and you've been dating for 2 years, it's really somebody else that if he broke up with you, he would marry them in like a month or two.
Ooh wee.
It's
I've
the
heard
feeling.
stories like that too.
Most guys have been with women for 5-6 years, and she like, he ain't ready. He is ready. It's just not with you.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, so you right. Yeah, I'm being honest though.
Well, listen, I feel like some of everybody may have been that girl. I mean, maybe in my life, I don't know. I could have probably been that girl. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it. It's all about timing.
Humble pie.
It's all about, you know, where everybody, you know, where are you in your life in that moment?
Yeah.
You
Being
know what I'm
equally
saying?
yoked. I mean, that's the most important thing you want to do. You want to be equally yoked. You know, the Bible tell you how can you walk unless you agree? And a lot of people don't find out unless they agree, like before they get married. I mean, that's what the courting the old school way is. My mom used to always say, keep talking to a person. They'll tell you who they really are.
Yeah,
but then you have to believe them. Like a lot of people don't believe what they see. They be like, no, he gonna try. You know what? When he maxed my credit card, he just like, yeah, he knew. But you give them that out.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes women, you got to stop handicapping men and let them be men. I don't care if your feet is bigger than his. Let him be the man.
Sir, you got a lot to say today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He like hopping like, hey,
Yeah.
blended.
No, I mean, to
are
be
you the one? Hey.
But we just giving you a little taste, of what it is, and bring it to the table is going to be that, because most people think that when you're a comic that everything is a joke, but actually a lot of things ain't funny. The time we living in, so we about to get it.
I'm
y'all.
excited. You know why I'm excited? I'm excited because normally I don't do stuff like this.
Yeah.
I'm not out.
I've heard that before. I don't do this. My first time.
This ain't my judge.
Fellas, we know that. We've heard that before. I don't normally do this.
Hey, no, I don't. I have not. And to be honest with you, to me, it's kind of like so my profession, you already know, I've been in the entertainment industry, acting. Entertainment industry,
right?
Producing,
that sound
writing, directing, all of that good stuff. My husband also is in the entertainment industry doing comedy, acting. He's dabbling in writing now, producing,
and I'm a full-time manager at Dollar Tree, so we trying to. This is
real talk.
We trying to change that.
Right. And here's the thing. For me, I was one of the ones that was like, I ain't finna do this social media stuff.
Same here.
But listen, folks out there pretty much making you because of the shifting and how things are going in.
Snacks and putting up chips.
Okay,
and
you
I'm
back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm tired of putting up candy and dealing with bougie people in the dollar store. Stop asking if this stuff on sale at the dollar store. It's a dollar store. God. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry. It's just it's nothing that like really upsets me when somebody coming and asking what's on sale. Ooh. Okay. Father God help me. A lot of times I act like I don't hear them. I have my little things. Yeah.
So you saying that
I constantly gotta stay near the cross working up there. You know how many times I done cussed?
Oh, you
in my
cussed?
head, in my mind.
Ooh.
In my mind. So if a man thinking I done cussed some of y'all mamas out and grandmamas out. And stop sending y'all grandmamas up there and their hair is half braided and done. And change their diapers before they come up there. Y'all be sending them up there just as bogus, and they want to squat and bend and splits and stop.
They want to do the bend and snap.
Yeah, stop it, please. I'll be so disappointed, and it be us. Stop sending us up there like that. I promise you send their grandma up there again. I promise I'm gonna call DCFS.
But you listen, you just don't.
I'm gonna call DCFS on some of these parents. Send your mamas up there again.
You literally, you
so
going
tired.
off.
I'm
you
tired, and I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Oh.
This gotta pop. This gotta make
so
it.
y'all better subscribe, tune in, do all that stuff. We gonna tell y'all.
Gotta make it. Okay.
We gonna tell y'all how to chime. How to what they say, child.
Stop saying subscribe
and like
hit
and
the
comment.
Like button, subscribe.
And what else you gotta do?
Man, look.
You gotta not DM. Child, listen.
Just like
y'all
and
know
subscribe.
What to do.
That's it.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make
like
comments.
And subscribe. Make comments. Right. And hey, you can also tell us, hey, give us some topics to talk about.
Even though we're gonna have plenty of topics, plenty of things.
We also gonna have guests. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have guests.
We got things we wants to do
and talk about.
Okay.
We're gonna have You ain't gotta be like that, all twisted. Okay. That's when it'd be time. It'd be time when you start doing all that.
Yeah.
My wife is a very special one. We're gonna tell y'all how we met. It's all very
And we got so much in store. We got things we need to be promoting.
Yeah.
that we haven't been. Child.
Yeah.
Just so much stuff.
Yeah.
So we're super excited.
You can edit that out. That's the great thing about it. You can edit it out. So.
Well, maybe I don't want to edit it out.
Yeah, be raw.
Right. We
But I
said
mean, we
raw
ain't say
and
be
real.
dumb though. Like that's dumb. You don't want to be like skeleton. So
Okay.
look, y'all. Bring it to the table.
Right.
What happens at the table
Stays at the table.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.